Welcome to Lesson 3 of Module 3, Pricing and Breakeven. This is where many creatives lose money without realizing it by pricing on a guess. By the end, you'll know your numbers and price with confidence. Let's begin. Before you can price, you have to know your costs, and costs come in two kinds. Fixed costs stay constant each month, whatever your workload. They're the foundation you pay even if you take on 0 projects. Think rent, software subscriptions, insurance. They set the baseline you must always cover. Variable costs change directly with your work. They rise as you do more and fall as you do less. Think materials, contractor fees, shipping. Controlling them protects the margin on each project. Here's why the distinction matters. Fixed costs set the floor your pricing must clear. Variable costs decide the profit on each individual job. Manage both, and your pricing rests on solid ground. Now the number that keeps your business alive. Your break-even. Find it in 3 steps. First, add up your total monthly costs fixed plus variable. Second, find your cost per hour. Divide total costs by your billable hours. For example, 400 euros of costs across 100 billable hours is 4 euros per hour. That's the minimum each hour must earn just to break even. Third, set your break-even point. That's the revenue level where your income exactly covers all your costs. At break-even, you're not making a profit yet, but you're covering everything. Below it, you're quietly losing money. Knowing this one number is what stops you from underpricing without realizing it. Let's make it concrete with a worked example. Say your monthly fixed costs are 400 euros studio rent, insurance, software, utilities. Each project costs you 100 euros in variable costs materials, support, travel, printing. Your monthly break-even, then, is 600 euros. That's the minimum revenue to cover everything. If you price a project at 300 euros, the contribution after variable costs is 200. 400 divided by 200 means you need to sell 2 projects to break even. But break even isn't the goal, it's the floor. Add a margin of 20 to 30% above it. 600 times 1.3 is 780 euros. That margin is what funds your growth, your savings, and the unexpected. Break-even tells you about projects. Now let's find your sustainable hourly rate. Step 1. Estimate your billable hours. These are the hours you actually get paid for creative work. Be honest, exclude admin, emails, and breaks. You might work 160 hours a month, but only 80 are truly billable. Step 2. Calculate your base rate. Total monthly costs divided by billable hours. 400 euros over 80 hours is 5 euros an hour. That 5 euros only covers your costs. So step 3. Add your margin. Base rate times 1 plus your margin, say 30%. 5 euros times 1.3 is 6 euros 50 an hour. That is your sustainable rate. Most creatives quote a number before they know this floor. Now you never have to charge below what keeps you alive. So how should you actually charge? Your hourly rate is a floor, not a strategy. Here are the main models. The hourly rate is simple and transparent, but it caps your income and it quietly punishes you for getting faster. A fixed project fee is one price for a defined scope. It rewards efficiency, finish sooner, and you keep the difference. Value-based pricing sets the price on the outcome and impact you create, not the hours you spend. And a monthly retainer is a recurring fee for ongoing work, predictable income for you and your client. Here's the key shift. Your value moves beyond hours worked. A short project that saves a client thousands is worth far more than a long one that doesn't. One more pricing move, and it's a powerful one. Offer 3 tiers: good, better, and best. The good option is your basic deliverables at a lower price, an accessible entry point. The better option adds enhanced features at a mid-range price. This is where most clients naturally land. And the best option is your premium service, at your highest price, for clients who want everything. Each tier should show a clear step up in value. Here's why it works. When you offer 3 options, the client stops asking whether to buy and starts choosing which tier. That single shift raises your perceived value and boosts your overall revenue. Before we finish, let's be clear about why pricing matters so much. It's more than just a number. First, pricing decides your profitability. If you price too low, no amount of hard work will make the business sustainable. You simply run to stand still. Second, price signals quality. A price that's too low actually reads as low value, even when your work is genuinely excellent. Third, pricing attracts the right clients. Fair prices quietly filter for clients who respect the work and repel the ones who never will. And here's the bigger picture. Undercharging doesn't just hurt you. It quietly devalues creative work for your whole community. So pricing well isn't greedy. It's professional, and it's part of protecting the value of what all creatives do. So what actually shapes the right price? Several factors, and notice, none of them is simply the hours it took. First, your experience and expertise. Specialist, proven skill commands more than general availability. As you grow, your rate should grow too. Second, market demand. When you're in demand, your price can rise. When things are quiet, you can adjust tactically. Third, project complexity. Harder, riskier, higher stakes work should carry a higher price. A logo for a global launch is not the same job as a flyer. And fourth, the client's budget and your own business goals. Read the client's world and price toward the kind of business you actually want to build. Value-based pricing simply means weighing all of these together: the outcome, the impact, the expertise, instead of counting hours on a clock. Let's push one idea further, because it's where real pricing power lives. Understanding the value you create. Value transcends the hours you work. It's about the outcomes, the impact, and the results you deliver. So start selling outcomes, not time. Your client isn't really buying 6 hours of design, they are buying a brand that wins them customers. And remember, impact beats duration. A short project that saves a client thousands is worth far more than a long one with little effect. This is the deep flaw in hourly pricing. It quietly punishes you for getting faster and better. Value-based pricing does the opposite. It rewards your efficiency and your expertise, not the number of hours you happen to log. Make that shift, and pricing becomes strategic, not a guess, and never an apology. Let's close this lesson with the mindset that makes pricing work. So many creatives undercharge for emotional reasons. I don't want to seem greedy. My client doesn't have much either. I'm not experienced enough. Here is the reframe you need. A fair price is not greedy. It is professional. You price to survive and to grow. You price to signal your quality. And you price to respect your own craft. When you charge too little, you don't just hurt yourself, you quietly tell the market that creative work is worth little. Confident pricing is a skill, like any other. You build it by knowing your numbers, which is exactly what you've done in this lesson. So set your price, say it clearly, and never apologize for it. That's lesson 3. You know your costs, your break-even, your sustainable rate, and how to price by value. In the final lesson, we handle invoicing, tax, and the routines that hold it all together. This project is funded by the European Union. See you in lesson 4.